Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Carolina and today I am doing my OB clinicals online here at home. Oh my goodness. Nursing school right now is something else. I am procrastinating more because of this COVID-19 quarantine situation. Everything has to be moved to the home. You can't go to school, you can't go to clinicals, and volunteer hours is like all limited, and everything is just so confusing. At least that's how I feel personally, and I feel all over the place right now. Okay, so I wanted to do this video in the moment and how I'm feeling. I'm so stressed out. Like, you guys have no idea, and you might have an idea if you're in nursing school. I have a cold sore, which you might see, but don't mind it. And now that I mention it, you're probably staring at it. So, okay. I am currently working on my assignments, but I want to take a little break and talk to you guys. And oh my goodness. Okay, so this whole situation started in my last term a few weeks ago, like a month ago. No, like a little less. Either way, I was in my intermediate med surge term. Okay, no, we didn't do the two last clinicals at our facility for intermediate med surge, and then we did finals, and then my next term, which I had been waiting for this whole time, the two terms that I looked forward to the most are OB and pediatrics. Okay, those are my terms. Do not mess with these terms. But they were messed with. Okay, so I have not done pediatrics. That is my next term in 8 weeks. Okay, my nursing program is accelerated, so every 10 weeks I have a new term. So for those of you that are new and don't know, I am in an advanced nursing program. Okay, so I am currently in my third week of OB. I am so confused. My time smartness, and I don't even know how to say it. Okay, my ability to comprehend time right now is out the window. Okay, I don't even know what day we are in. What hour it is. And that just shows how lack of, like, I have a schedule, okay, or a semi-schedule, and I have an agenda that I write everything in, and even that doesn't help me. Okay. I even forgot what I was gonna say. My point. Okay, what is my point? Okay, what was my point? Jeez. Okay, so it is my third week of OB term. Okay, and we still do not or cannot go to the OB clinical site. So I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, I finally got an OB clinical site that is near my house, and it is OB. I'm going to take this time and witness labor, C-sections, vaginal deliveries, you know? But no, I have not. I have experienced labor personally, but I have not seen myself. Like, I have not, I experienced it because I've given birth, but I've never witnessed somebody else give birth, or, as a nursing student, as a nurse, I have not. So I was so excited for this term, and I was like, oh my goodness, I get to see children being born and being brought into this world, and everything that comes with OB and stuff like that. But no, instead, we are here at home doing clinicals. I still have to dress up. I'm looking all bummed. Okay. I just keep losing my point of this video. Either way, everything's just so confusing. My school has transitioned to hours on Swift River. I don't know what your nursing program is using for to do your hours for clinical. But the assignments that we are doing on this program for our clinical hours are assignments like medication math, that way assignments, OB scenarios, which are tricky. It's really hard, and you have to do certain hours for them. Emergency department type scenarios as well, which are like yay high level. And at first you kind of don't know what to do, but then you catch on. So, and then we're in and out of a virtual class with our professor, so that's recorded and stuff like that. So, but the new update from our school is that I guess they got into contact with the BRN, or I'm not sure what is going on. But they keep emailing us and updating us. So they are on top of like letting us know what's going on. And they have told us that we are able to do volunteer hours if we are working at a hospital. Those count as some hours for our clinicals, and we have to now seek places to volunteer to get hours. So I am confused on how to do that. I think they sent a list, on what places they're accepting, so I have to get into contact with them and let them know the situation and if I can get hours to volunteer, because this is mandated and mandatory. Okay, so there's time crunch, and I am already procrastinating on my assignments a little bit. I feel, or not procrastinating, because I have been doing my assignments and turning them in on time. There was just one discussion for my research of nursing class that I submitted one day late, and I'll get a few points deducted for that, but everything else I made sure to submit on time. The only thing that I am a little bummed about is that there's just so much information in this OB. I thought because I've had experience before that it wouldn't be as hard. Obviously the work is still put, but I was not ready for all the little information that as being pregnant and giving birth you don't experience, because obviously it's from the experience as a nursing student or a nurse or a doctor. An OB, you don't know that little information and the whys to why this test is being done and stuff like that. So that is challenging, and I need to really get it together right here, because there's just little time. Everything just goes by so fast, and I need to get it together. And I already did my first quiz for OB, and it wasn't the grade that I expected, so I need to boost it up. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. Everything else is good. It's just my quiz, little mistakes that you misread, and then you get the answer wrong. Okay, so the information I went over, I knew what I read. There was just little mistakes that I did while I read the question, and then after I click submit, you can't go back. So I was like, man, I read it wrong. And it clicked after I hit submit, and that always happens. So these are challenging times for nursing students. It's really unfortunate that we don't get to go to clinicals, and we lose experience that we can. But obviously we need to be safe, and everything's very uncertain, and but let's see, everything seems to be going better, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I can find these places I can go to fulfill my volunteer hours and clinical hours and stuff like that. So we'll see. Everything is learning. We are all learning. Our professors are learning this online thing, and we are learning as well. So but still we have to be on top of it. And so let me know if you're in nursing school, how it's going, what term you are in. If I was in fundamentals and during this time, I don't know. I feel like fundamentals and med surg are like the top courses to get your experience as a nursing student. So yeah, I'm an OB, and I did want to witness labor and stuff like that. But I don't feel like I lose as much as I would if I was in fundamentals or med surg, because that's like the bulk of it all, fundamentals and med surg. And if you don't have that experience of starting to take vital signs and bedpans and all that stuff, you lose that experience. So just let me know how your school is handling it and how you've been practicing those skills at home with through the online programs and skills lab things that we're doing. And always, if you're in fundamentals and you're just starting right now and you haven't had this practice, obviously, grab your family members and take their blood pressure. Um, take all their vital signs every day to get this practice. I did not do that when I was in fundamentals. I was just so scared. I was so unsure of what I was doing. So I would not grab my family members to practice every day. I would occasionally, but then the more comfortable I got after fundamentals, I got so comfortable with my vital signs and like other little skills. So I started practicing on my mom, my dad. Yeah, so that's another topic. But yeah, let me know how your experience has been. I've contacted many of my friends and they've told me that they actually like it because they're at home, they don't have to go out, and just the waste of time traveling to and from school and going places wastes their time and like putting into like studying and stuff like that. But I feel like it's a big distraction for me. And damn, I lost what I was gonna say again. um So to me, being at home and doing all these classes is a distraction. And I think that's why I also did bad on my quiz. I don't want to blame it fully on that. It's just my kids are here. I have 3 kids, a 6, a 4-year-old, and a 7-month-old. And I live in a very small house. So it's a 1-bedroom house. Everything is just so close together. The bathroom is in the room, so if my kids are in the living room, I'm in my room right now studying and doing my work. But my kids come in and out to go to the restroom, or I can hear them yelling if they're fighting, or my newborn crying. My newborn, he's 7 months. Or when my newborn, when my baby wants to feed, my mom has formula to give him, or if I'm in a break, I'll breastfeed him. But all these little things are distractions. So I actually rather go to school, because if I'm on the bus or a Lyft or wherever, that's my time just for me to read my book, and I don't waste that time. So to and from school, I read my books and thoroughly, and I highlight notes, and it sticks. And then in school, I have my me time. So going to school for me is my me time, because I have time to organize my notes, my agenda, highlight stuff in my book and stuff like that, talk to my professors and stuff like that in person, talk to other students in person, stuff like that, compare notes. And here at home, it's just very distracting, and time has been very confusing. So I hope oh, another thing, my daughter, because obviously she's in school, she stopped going to school, LAUSD, whatever. And I've had to become the teacher, because the teacher requires us to do assignments with them. They say this is the time that we're gonna have the class, so I have to schedule that in. My daughter is a little behind in reading, so they want her to have these extra tutoring classes, which I don't mind, but I cannot have her be on the computer while I'm on the computer on live. I cannot do that. So there are these little things that I just find very, very hard to do while I am in quarantine nursing school. So yeah, I do sit down and read with my daughter, but it's very limited time. I am more concentrated on my work. I can't concentrate on her work, being her teacher now and having her do her assignments. So I have her sit down little time, like I have her sit down and do her work chunks by chunks, and I can't be over her telling her what she's doing wrong and what she's doing right, because that's my time to be reading or doing notes. Like, there's just little time. And so yeah, that's how it's been for me. Comment down below how you're doing and whatever, everything that's going on. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching if you watched it up to this point. And I probably missed something, like I always say, but hey, I'm doing this in the moment, so Bye.